All right.
Okay, here is your jack. It's very simple. You have a light there, and that's to retract. That's to extend.
Okay.
Look it up just a little bit. This is where your gas resides. You have a monitor here. Green detects that there is pressure in there.
Okay.
And that you have plenty of gas. So when it gets to red, but when it gets to red in there, then you'll know it's time to replace.
So does it like go with this one first, then the next one, or both of them are at the same time?
You have the option. It'll suck off this one until it's empty, and then it'll start sucking from the other one. So you always want to have it on one or the other, because if it gets empty, then it'll automatically start getting from that one.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You don't want to have it in the middle, because then it'll suck both of them down. You know.
Oh, this one can switch.
Yes, sir. Right here.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That one, and then that one. But we recommend like that, because then you'll empty one tank, and then you know you can use this one. You can take this one off, still have it. You'll still have gas. Take this one, fill it up, bring it back, and vice versa. That way you'll never run out of gas totally.
Okay.
And here is your battery source. And you have two of them.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, interesting. Good.
It's still it's sending 12-volt signal to everything in there. All the lights, everything except for the appliances that run off 110.
Okay. Everything
in here runs off 12 volts. Everything except for the refrigerator, the air conditioner, the furnace. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. So the refrigerator doesn't go in the battery? It's not supported?
The refrigerator goes off 110 shore power. And
it doesn't run by itself through the battery?
Oh yes, it does.
It does.
But it also runs off LP gas.
Okay.
So it has a motherboard in there that senses when there's no electricity. It'll fire up that flame that will remove that heat in the refrigerator and keep your food cool, stuff like that, so it doesn't ruin.
Okay.
So it always has continuous power to it. I'll get that, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is nice because you have two of them, two batteries.
Okay.
And all this is real easy. You'll probably want to record when we go inside, but you can record if you'd like.
Because we would like to know everything.
Yes, sir. And I also want to tell you that all your information, that your tires and stuff like that, is right here, and your year, make, and model. And if you have anything that you might, like wasn't thorough enough, you can go to YouTube and push your make and model and say like water heater or whatever you're having a problem with, and it'll help you troubleshoot. Here we have your jacks. And these are hand crank, and we've made sure that all of them are operating in order. Oops. And these are stabilizers. They're not levelers.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you can get you a level, like a little torpedo level, any kind of level. Put it on there.
Okay.
Lower it or raise it until it's level, until that bubble's in the middle, and then you can stabilize it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what do you mean when you say stabilize is once it's already within that, then push it a little bit so that it will maintain that balance.
It'll stabilize it, so you're not bouncing around when you walk inside.
Okay. All right.
Here's your water heater. And that's a fairly new system, and you have the choice of gas or electric, whatever you choose. It's the same gas or electric. It's pretty quick. It heats up the water pretty quickly.
So this one won't fall off?
No, sir. It's got some. You see those little hooks on there? And it's got springs. But I'll tell you what. One of the techs has told me he knows a lot about these. So in the summertime is when you want to put these on there. Okay. Because in the summertime you won't be using the heater, right?
Yeah.
So in the summertime, like mud daubers, they like to get in there because they like the smell of that LP gas, and they build those little mud daubs in there. That's why they call it mud daubs. But in the wintertime, they go away, and in the wintertime, you utilize the heat so they won't get in there because it's hot.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, you're not using it, and they get in those little, they get in here, look, I'll show you. They get in there, they'll build some mud.
Oh, wow.
And it'll cause an obstruction, and then you'll have to have someone clean it out that you'll have to pay. So these in the summertime, take them off in the wintertime.
Okay.
Right here is your city water connection.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be, you're not going to be living in it, huh?
No.
Okay.
No,
just traveling around.
Yep.
So I imagine you'll be staying at parks, RV parks,
Yes.
stuff like that.
Majority of the time.
Majority of the time.
Yeah.
Majority of the time they have the city water hose that you hook up to,
Mm-hmm.
and that will provide your water pressure inside the unit. But if you're going off grid, you're going to fill with your gravity tank to travel with, and then you'll utilize your water pump.
Okay.
And I'll show you the reasons why when we go inside. So that's where you'll fill up your tank to go off grid.
So how many gallons is that one?
I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. We'd have to look it up.
Okay.
I wonder if it has security. Tire size.
No.
No, sir.
Water tank? Water tank's full is
117 kilograms. It's got kilograms.
Yeah.
We'll have to transpose
pounds.
it. Freshwater tank's full. 117 kilograms. I don't know how much that equals into gallons. This is to winterize it in case you needed to winterize it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to leave it somewhere, you'd want to drain all the water out and put some antifreeze in it. And so that's where you.
In terms of winterizing, does it goes into the water system, right? And
yes,
everything?
sir. Yes, sir.
So what happens? It gets mixed into your, water and everything when you take a bath, or you need to fully drain. Like how many times
you have to fully drain it.
Okay.
Do you know how to do this process?
No.
I would. Man, it doesn't cost that much. I would pay someone if you're not going to be using it. I would pay someone to winterize it. You know, unless you YouTube it and see how you do it yourself.
Okay. I'll try to.
Yeah, it's not a hard process. You take one of the hoses off of the water pump, the one that pumps from the tank, and you just put it into that antifreeze, and it pumps it into the system.
Okay.
And you'll open these valves here. You open your valves and everything inside until you'll need two people. One guy's by the water pump with the antifreeze, and pump it in there. And once you start seeing the pink stuff come out of the faucets, everything, the toilet, the sinks, the bathtub, one at a time you do it, and let that pink stuff come out, and then you turn it off. Once it starts coming out, you turn it off.
Okay.
And so the process of doing it backwards, you hook the hose back up there, turn everything on, and run it out of there, so it doesn't mix with your water.
Okay.
They labeled that wrong. I don't.
Yeah, cable satellite.
Where? Let me see if I have the key to this. May not have the key to this one. No, it's with the keys that they give you. They will have it, but I believe this is the shower.
Yeah, the shower.
Yes, sir. The outside shower. Here's your 30 amp portal. For your cable. Is there any questions that you have about this?
It comes with a 30 amp rated, right?
A 30 amp what?
The cable?
Yes, sir. This is your cable that comes with it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. These right here are as is, so I have not inspected these. But oh, he got another little bed there.
Yeah.
Charging portals for your phone. Another 110 outlet. That's pretty neat.
Yep.
I like that. You could actually have two if you wanted to get another one of these. But that's defeating the purpose. This is just for you and your wife, huh? You don't want no stowaways. And here's your draining. Your black water is what you call it. Black water is the toilet and human feces, urine and feces. And the gray is for your sinks and your bathtub. They're two different tanks. So when you drain it, you want to drain the black first. The human feces comes out to the tank. Let it all drain out, and then you pull the other one, so it will flush it out with semi-clean water from the bathtubs and from the
gray
sink.
water, right?
Yes, sir. Gray water.
So black water first, then gray water.
Yes, sir. And they're labeled. Great. There's a gray one right there, and it's black.
Okay.
And all you do is pull them things, and it comes out.
Okay.
The stabilizer jack. I meant to turn your lights on. We'll get to that here in a minute. I got a thing that will turn all the lights on. So right here is your flush. Your flush for when you want to clean. You know, like you might want to clean them at like every 2 or 3 months because it's human waste, feces, or depending on how much you use it. You know,
you can plug in the hose in here and
sir.
then let it run until everything's clean.
Yes, sir. You do that and shut the valve, fill it up again, drain it, shut the valve, fill it up again. You know, 2 or 3 times, and then put your cleanser in there that you're going to clean.
What cleanser do we use?
They have some in there. I'm not sure what the name of it is.
Okay.
But it's made especially for those tanks, those septic tanks. And however many times you want to do it is up to you. I would probably do it a lot.
Okay.
There's another 110. This right here is for a separate option that you might want to try later.
Griddle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Right here is your furnace, which provides the heat, and that's where it is if you ever need to service it. This right here is just hold that door open if you ever want it to be open.
Okay.
You can come on inside. If you'd like to come on inside.
Yes,
Welcome home.
Come on.
Oh, this is a very nice unit. So, lights, interior lights right here. It's very self-explanatory. So I just turned off lights. Porch lights outside. The awning is an as-is, but we'll run it out.
Yeah.
But that's the light.
So.
And it says it right there.
Oh, okay.
Extend.
Then retract. Okay. Okay.
Because I'm not really supposed to demonstrate that part of it, and that's a fairly nice one.
Hey Dave, can you come up to the office, please? Yeah, be in a second.
I didn't turn on that water heater, so I'm gonna turn on the water pump. You hear it? And I'm gonna turn on the water heater.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right here is your monitoring system, so you can tell how much water you have and how your battery's doing. So the battery's fully charged, you see. If not, it would represent an E or
it's empty. Okay.
It's full. The battery is nice and charged, and that's because you have a converter that when you are plugged in at all times, it's sending a trickle charge to your battery. So when you're off grid, that battery's fully charged. Anytime you're parked somewhere at an RV park and you plug in, it's automatically charging that battery.
And also when it's plugged into the vehicle, does it also charge?
No sir. No sir. That actually just does your lights. It functions your light. It doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't charge it.
Oh.
I could be wrong on that one though, because I am new to this position here. and I will ask one of my techs.
Okay.
I've never heard of that as of yet, but
Okay.
so here's your freshwater tank, which we've filled it up, and we've put water in the other tanks in here, like turn it on and let the other tanks fill up, so that we know that none of the tanks are leaking.
Okay.
So everything has water in it right now because we have filled it up and put water in everything. That's your fresh water. That gravity feed I showed you, we filled that tank. There's no leaks. The restroom's not leaking. The black tank's not leaking because we have filled it up.
The black water is empty.
Yeah, that's your black water tank, and there's your gray water is 1/3.
Okay.
And we could. It's not really empty. If it was totally empty,